Hi guys, welcome back to our Gamescom coverage. Nathan and I have just had our first hands-on with FIFA 15 and PES 2015.
Yeah, that's right.
So, obviously every year there's the big battle, which is
weird,
better,
isn't it?
FIFA or PES.
I know, and then today it's just come, first time we've played them, we played them within half an hour of each other.
Yeah, well let's talk about FIFA first, because the first thing that struck me about that was the new presentation.
Yeah.
I loved the way the graphics were exactly like Sky Sports.
I thought you were going to say exactly the same. I was like, I don't
I'm
think
that
works.
man who loves to just sit there on a Sunday and watch 4 hours of blanket football.
I've noticed
and,
this.
Like all the formation graphics were just Sky Sports. Like the club badges and the little white spinny
There's a
circle.
squareness to them, I find. Yeah.
And Chris Foy was a referee in it.
Yeah.
Now, if you don't know anything about football, Chris Foy is a real referee.
He's a real man.
And that is a big deal for FIFA because usually games are refereed by Hayden Pennyfeather.
See,
or
you know, like
someone else who's not real.
I know this is upping the realness is a key aim of FIFA, and it's a big deal for people who are properly into the game. I play the game a lot, but this isn't to me such a big deal. But to you, it's like now you have a focus for your hatred, and it's a real person, and that seems to be
it's not red
That's it
cards.
already. We played like one game, and you went Foy. One goalless game.
As a Crystal Palace fan who has never really been able to play a football game where a massive level of detail is lavished upon my team. I mean, as a Man United fan, you're always playing in Old Trafford with players who have really well-modelled likenesses, and now Selhurst Park is going to be in there.
Yep.
And loads of the Crystal Palace team have had their faces really scanned in properly.
Yeah.
So I can have Mile Jedinak, who you've probably never even heard of.
Jedinak.
Who's our captain, is going to look exactly like Mile Jedinak.
That's good.
Julian Speroni is going to look exactly like Julian Speroni. Okay. So that part of the game was just really, really exciting for me.
Yeah, and how did you think about the way they actually played?
It felt...
Shall I tell you what I don't think is going to work? Lambert up top for Liverpool. Judged on my play with Liverpool.
Worst signing
Sturridge, and then it was...
Lambert.
Yeah, like the speed of Sturridge, and then the...
He's miscontrolled it.
Yeah, he was terrible.
It felt very similar to last year, I have to say.
Yeah,
it's quite...
I think that's fair.
You know, it's very soft and fluid. It's got
it felt even softer this year. Again, like the first thing that happens when anyone plays football games every year is that we just throw loads of useless adjectives at you. Yeah. We're going to say it's soft and it's fluid.
And fluid.
It seemed to be that kind of the momentum and the deliberation and you kind of almost get caught up in the animations. And once you're in the game and you know it, it's fine. But yeah, there was more of that.
The shooting was a lot harder though. I had a shot with Yaya Toure.
Yeah.
What would usually be like a sponger across
It's
the
Yaya
edge of
Toure.
He rocketed it into the corner.
Yeah.
And it felt proper good. But PES,
we were surprised.
Because it's about to start raining.
It is, yeah. Thanks, Kilo.
PES
So it
really felt good.
Yeah.
It really felt like it improved a lot since last year.
And I think it's fair to say that we played a lot of PES 2014 on PS3 because when we moved to Yogscast, it was the only game we could find. So we started a Master League, and we play it every lunchtime. And so the difference to us is immediate. And that isn't to say that we necessarily like PES more than FIFA, because I think that up until this year, probably FIFA has been the most loved game, even though we play PES a great deal. And we both said on the basis of it was only one go of each, but we were both like, well, this year's going to be, and it says every year. We don't say it every year. Every year we're like, no, FIFA's still better.
For me,
but this is different.
From what I've played of the two games, which was 10 minutes on each.
Yeah,
I like the football better in PES.
That seems enough.
I like the football better in PES.
I think it's okay to be honest about that.
It was really responsive.
Yeah.
Really sharp. And those are my words I'm using for PES.
No, I think that's true. The turning is sharper.
The turning, what would usually, there'd be a little delay, you'd turn in PES, and usually your player would have to kind of stop the ball and then he'd turn. I was Schweinsteiger when I turned, and Schweinsteiger instantly swivels backwards, and the change of direction, you can really fool an opposition player with a really quick change of direction.
And we were beating each other just with movement and kind of a dip of the shoulder, which we have. I mean, I think we have a fondness for PES, but we see a lot of its faults, and this seemed to address a lot of them, which is why I think we were both excited about it.
And I like football games where you don't have to put in a horrible button combination and perform a skill move to beat a man. You shouldn't have to do that. You should be able to swivel and use momentum
time the movement
and beat a man like that.
So basically, we're pumped for playing more. I think PES because it's the first time we've seen it on PS4 as well. It's made up loads of ground. Whatever happens, this is an interesting year.
I mean, it's never going to beat FIFA for the fact that I can play at Selhurst Park as the real Crystal Palace. That's going to be really exciting for me.
Yeah.
But
hey man,
there's There's always something
It's
there
exciting,
in
though,
PES.
isn't
There's
it?
a little bit of magic in PES that I always just really love.
Yeah.
But both games are looking awesome. Make sure you
Yeah.
stay tuned to the channel, subscribe, because we're going to have loads more videos going up all week directly from Gamescom.